my advice to him is as he's moving up to his upcoming fight, make sure that he focus on speed. He focus on how to improve his strength and while maintaining the speed. Canelo Crawford. Good fight. Good fight.
No.
Canelo has advantage because Crawford moving up, but my advice to Crawford is like maintain the speed, improve the speed, and improve the strength.
Okay, take a pic. Okay, you take a pic.
Media champion.
In a recent explosive interview, boxing icon Manny Pacquiao held nothing back as he dissected the highly anticipated showdown between Terence "Bud" Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Drawing on decades of battle-tested experience across both welterweight and middleweight divisions, Pacquiao offered a sharp tactical breakdown of how this clash could play out and which man might hold the advantage. With fans and analysts split right down the middle, Pacquiao's insight is already making waves across the boxing world. The 8-division champion focused on key factors like power, speed, ring intelligence, and the psychological warfare bubbling beneath the surface between these two elite fighters.
If you were to fight, let's say Terence Crawford, what weight would you want to fight at?
147.
147 still?
Yeah.
All right, well, I think he might be watching this. This is gonna make a little bit of news. Why don't you go ahead and challenge him right now?
Because my natural weight is 140. So I mean, I'm just moving up to 147. So not to getting hard to reduce.
He says he wants to fight Canelo, maybe at 168 pounds. Do you imagine him beating Canelo at that weight?
I don't know. I can't imagine. Let's wait.
Manny Pacquiao issued a stark warning to Terence Crawford about the danger of jumping 2 weight classes to challenge Canelo Alvarez. Speaking from the rare perspective of an 8-division champion, Pacquiao bluntly stated, "It's good for Canelo." He pointed out how the natural size and raw power of a 168-pound fighter gives Alvarez a clear physical edge, while encouraging Crawford to rely on his elite speed, fluid movement, and added strength. Pacquiao cautioned that these weapons may not be enough to absorb Canelo's heavy artillery. He stressed that such a leap in weight requires impeccable footwork, a high ring IQ, and an unrelenting training camp. For Crawford, just sharing the ring with Alvarez will demand everything, and even then, the weight disparity casts a long shadow. Ultimately, Pacquiao made it clear, this is no ordinary test. It's a legacy-defining gamble for Crawford, and one of the most dangerous moves of his career.
That's not easy for Crawford. I mean, it's Canelo has the big advantage, but Crawford needs to manage well his body, his speed, and his power, because he's moving up to another level of weight.
I asked this because you did it with Margarito. You went to 54, and people were like, "Oh my God, this guy's so big, Margarito!" But your speed made the difference in that fight. Well, what advice would you give a smaller guy like Crawford to fight someone like Canelo, who's a lot bigger and stronger?
You know, preparing like that opponents, like is not only the speed, but you know the techniques that you can use in the fight. Like make sure that in your daily routine, training routine, like that, make sure that all the techniques, strategy, combination, like you know, it's accurate to your opponent's style. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you have a exam, a math exam tomorrow, you have to review right now a math subject. You don't need to review English subject or a science subject. You have to review math subject because tomorrow you're going to have a exam. You're going to exam a math subject. That's
a hard exam.
This historic collision is officially set for September 13th, 2025 in Las Vegas. Terence Crawford will leap up 2 weight divisions to take on Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed super middleweight championship. The bout will unify all major belts: WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, The Ring, and TBRB, and stream globally on Netflix. Crawford, now 41-0 with 31 knockouts, has already conquered elite names like Errol Spence Jr. and Israel Madrimov. With a win, he stands on the brink of making boxing history as the first male fighter in the four-belt era to become undisputed in 3 different weight classes.
You've accepted this fight now, but in the previous years, you said it doesn't interest you because you have nothing to gain and everything to lose. If he were to beat you, how damaging would that be to the Canelo brand?
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me.
When you say, I want Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. It's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like, yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Madrimov.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
Canelo Alvarez enters this battle as the dominant force at super middleweight, boasting a staggering record of 63 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, with 39 wins coming by knockout. His legacy already includes championships across 4 weight divisions: junior middleweight, middleweight, super middleweight, and even light heavyweight. Most notably, Canelo etched his name into history in 2021 when he defeated Caleb Plant to become the first undisputed super middleweight champion, a status he has defended with ruthless consistency ever since.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time, power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy, and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but, you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the 3rd round. I got hit with a left hook. I dropped, we'd be practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin. And I wound up just moving, and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves. I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes with boxing. You know, the greats done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back and respond.
Boxing legend Juan Manuel Marquez has voiced serious concern over Terence Crawford's decision to jump 2 weight classes to face Canelo Alvarez. While acknowledging Crawford's brilliance across 4 divisions, Marquez questioned whether the size gap is simply too large to overcome. He referenced Crawford's lack of knockout power at 154 pounds and suggested that adding more weight could sacrifice his fluidity and speed. According to Marquez, unless Crawford somehow builds the strength to match Canelo's natural 168-pound frame, he's likely to be overwhelmed. Though he praised Crawford's sharp defense and combination punching, Marquez warned that weight classes exist for a reason, and that this leap may defy basic boxing fundamentals.
I don't like the fight because Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but in the sport of boxing, it has divisions. You know what I mean, you know?
Right, weight classes.
You know what?
Right?
Yeah, weight classes
for a reason.
Weight classes for, yeah. And Terence Crawford is a good fighter in super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight, but I think more. I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimov.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power. And 3 more divisions, 2 more divisions. I think it's a tough fight for Terence Crawford, but Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He has a great defense. He has a good combination punches, but I think the weight class is no good for him.
Roy Jones Jr., another all-time great, believes that this fight hinges not on Crawford moving up, but on how Canelo shows up. Back in February, Jones told Ring magazine, "If Alvarez does what he should, he wins. But if he fights poorly, Crawford will take it." He stressed that Crawford must command the center of the ring to pressure Canelo and dictate the fight's rhythm. In June, Jones doubled down, stating, "Weight doesn't matter. What matters is whether Crawford can take Canelo's power." According to him, when a fighter is as gifted as Bud, size becomes a secondary factor. Still, Jones warned Crawford not to make it a foot race. If you run from a big man, you hand him all the confidence. That's stupid. To Jones, this is a chess match, where precision, discipline, and psychological edge will determine the winner.
I don't care who you beat, the monster thing is gonna always follow him.
Terence is not taking a fight in between. He's like, I'm going to move up to 168. I'm going to take my time with that. Should we expect an upset, or are we going to see what most people are expecting in that fight if it does happen?
Well, we're not going to see what most people are expecting. That's for sure. I can guarantee that, because most people looking at the weights and saying, oh, they're too far apart. Canelo is too big. No, we're not going to see what y'all think we're going to see. We're going to see a chess match, and a chess match that, if it's played correctly by each side, it could be very interesting. If it's played wrong by either side, the other side will dominate. That's how good this fight is.
Let's say if Canelo wins, do you think people give Canelo credit because Bud is smaller? And if Bud wins, should he just retire and go on the sunset?
Bud definitely should retire if he wins. Canelo, no, you have unfinished business, bro. You can try to hide, you can try to run, but that monster thing, it ain't going nowhere. I'm sorry. Even if you retire, the rest of your career, the monster thing is not going anywhere because the monster was searching for you. He beat everything y'all sent at him in the process of trying to get to you. I don't care who you beat, the monster thing is going to always follow him.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there was a time where he was saying, Benavidez was saying, you know what, I got to earn that Canelo shot. He earned that shot long time ago.
Veteran commentator Jim Lampley leans slightly toward Canelo Alvarez in this mega fight, but he never downplays Terence Crawford's exceptional skill set. Lampley highlights Canelo's evolution, from the man who lost to Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol to a masterful counterpuncher with elite defensive timing. He credits Canelo's unconventional training, such as horseback riding, for building core strength and balance. But Lampley is equally impressed by Crawford, likening his versatility and adaptive aggression to a modern-day Sugar Ray Robinson. Whether switching stances or unleashing sudden flurries, Crawford's blend of patience and ruthlessness makes him a uniquely dangerous challenge for Canelo.
I don't got Manny Pacquiao top 5.
He
reason
don't.
why he's not up there.
But
You
why?
should know that reason.
It's your interview.
Man, Manny's a generational, talented fighter. Like, he's accomplished what no other fighter is ever going to accomplish.
Yeah.
Again, but I don't feel like, he did it on his own. That's me personally, because for the simple fact, when Floyd made it a point for him to do the blood test, he didn't want to do the blood test. But then when he did do the blood test, he haven't got a knockout since.